Despite the good run of games Man United has won in the Premier League, it is not all rosy for the Red Devils. There are two individual players who we should highlight because they look like a calamity in waiting, and honestly, very soon they will be found out, and January is not so far. Patrick Dorgu and Manuel Ugarte have got to step up their game, or else come learn and earn online. Guys, learn how to use your time online to fetch money for yourself, for your family, for your pocket, because the internet is beyond just vibes, research, and entertainment. The internet is proper legal business and serious business at that. Just learn how to spend your time there like an entrepreneur, someone who is looking for money. Come and learn and earn from wherever you are. I'm waiting for you. The number is down there on your screen now, guys. Yes, we've been excited by Brian Mbumo, Cunha, Tichesco, name them, but Patrick Dorgu, who is also a Ruben Amorim signing, there is always that player who will not click at the same level as the rest, and it's wrong to judge a coach by those players who don't perform, yet there are those who have performed, especially if he has signed four and only one of them is not performing enough, and that's Patrick Dorgu. So we cannot put the lack of performances of Dorgu on Amorim. I think it would be unfair because Dorgu, we know, is a work in progress, but the reality is Patrick Dorgu is falling off just as the whole team is improving. And it's quite funny how football can be, that this team has been struggling, and at some point when United was still struggling, Dorgu was looking like he's improving in his final ball, because that was a huge weakness. Always makes good runs, he's aggressive, he has got the energy, but he doesn't seem to have the technical ability to play at such a level, the world-class technical ability. He doesn't seem to have the intelligence, the game intelligence of a player who should be at Manchester United. And I've heard so many of you say he shouldn't be playing wing back, but I honestly think it's even more risky to play such a player in the back line, because you saw how he almost considered a red card and gave away a useless foul. Well, it was quite unfair on him, honestly. I didn't think there was serious contact. He didn't really touch the guy. But still, you saw that he could have panicked, and and that was the first time the incident. It led to that incident because of a lazy ball that he gave away just like that, trying to play a single touch. And it's not just that the last game, but the thing is, Dorgu has not really been performing with the team. He has just been there, another contributor, but his individual performances can be better, can be scrutinized. I want to still think I can give him time, because Dorgu was never at the class or at the level of Shesko or these two, Mbuma and Cunha. Certainly he will take more time than them, but also he's playing a more difficult role for him because he has not been playing in that role a lot. And now he's starting in that role at this level. I feel he needs a bit of time, but how much time will he get? He has to earn it, because if he's going to come off the bench and cause calamities like he almost did against Brighton, I think then that time might not be there. They won't give him the time, because Amorim won't risk anything just because it was his signing. Now, but Dorgu is not alone. Manuel Ugarte is the other player, guys. Manuel Ugarte, and even Amorim made it clear to him that he's not the player he knew at Sporting. There is a certain lack of effort and desire in Ugarte. There is a bit of a lackluster attitude about him, I feel. Even when he comes onto the pitch, I don't see a player who is responsible, who is accountable, who has got that determination to prove himself. It's like he gave up on himself. It's like he doesn't really think he can even be a start at Man United. I feel like psychologically he has given up on starting and being a big player that potentially he could have become. And is it because of a thing of satisfaction? He worked his way from Sporting to PSG, big money, and Man United. Is it that, or is it really him being around his teammates and feeling he's not at their level? But what's certain is that Manuel Ugarte has really failed to kick off. He has failed to click. He has failed to be consistent. And you see, as a footballer, you can be anything but not inconsistent. You can be average, be consistently mediocre. Be someone. That's Dalo. That's a bit of Dorgu now. But you cannot be inconsistent. You come and have flashes of a decent game, then the next game is terrible, then you disappear. You're confusion. You come off like a fraud. It means then you don't have that. There is no effort in you. A coach would go for a Dalo who has got effort in him, and even if he won't do anything magical or world class, he still has got effort and he can keep it at a certain level, because Dalo never really falls off so much. Dalo has his ceiling and he always plays there at his own level, at his ceiling. So Dogu, I just like Manuel Ugarte, especially Manuel Ugarte rather, he has an issue. Dogu too has sort of as if a ceiling to his game, which I think he can break through with time, if that time he gets. But for Ugarte, he has a good game, then a confusion of a game, then he's a no-show, and you wonder which kind of player is this. That for me is a dangerous thing for you as a player, because it says a lot about you. Because if you're confusing coaches like that, it shows you can have the talent, but you perhaps don't have the effort and the mental fortitude to consistently be good. Now, no coach wants such a player. So Ugarte for me is a big red flag, and that's why even after spending quite some cash on him, United are still in the hunt for midfielders, and he's not even one of those who is being considered as just an addition onto whoever they bring. So clearly an exit is looming for Manuel Ugarte unless something magical happens, because players like Shaw are improving. We are certainly Licha will come and improve without a doubt. I see Tyrell Malaysia being posted. He's now back into the team on the bench. Probably will be playing games ahead of him, because Malaysia can come in there proper and compete on the left wing back and put Dorgu on the bench, because we know how hardworking Malaysia can be. So Ugarte has got to work on himself. Otherwise, it seems for me his future is done. And whenever Casemiro is off the pitch, he's even exposed more, and that's so dangerous for any player. You don't want to be that player. You don't want to be in that place. So whereas yes, it's looking good and rosy for United, it's not all rosy. Individual players in there have got to step up and not get lost in the shine. Like they are there. They're not playing their part, but they are somehow there, and the team is winning. So they silently be there. No one will talk about them. No, we see them. Ugarte, Dorgu, work on your game. Put your thing together. Put your act together, or else United is leaving you. I'm leaving you now, because I do want to wait for you to come and learn how to earn online. This is the United of Sport. Like, share, and subscribe. My name is Webb. Let me know whether you think Ugarte should move on at the next available opportunity, whether you think Dorgu should be given time, or was he a proper miss. What do you think?